Yeah, it is. Here we is. Once again, Saturday night.
That's right. Saturday Night Live.
Y'all ain't got nothing better else to do but talk about the occult. Yep.
That's right. The occult and true self, the real self.
Right.
Yep. So, let me get into the mantra.
Shalom, brother. Yazzie. Brother Yazzie.
All right. Peace. Welcome. Okay. The primordial trust. Through the power, force, might, will of the great nothingness of the almighty powers of the great nothingness of almighty flow. The great nothingness of infinite beingness, of infinite, endless, limitless, invisible life from which comes the absolute all. All that was, all that is, and all that is being and becoming realized into. Realization, actualization, and form, as we all now will and commanded to be, is now being and becoming an active force of higher consciousness, and an active force of infinite intelligence within us all now. Being and becoming the great primordial dragon god sun Kundalini flame, now whirling and ascending up our spine, from our root chakra to our central heart chakra, on up to our royal crown chakra, igniting our royal crown chakra, illuminating our first eye, our Lord Amunel Dragon, our hidden priestly grandmaster magi dragon god sun king and queen, and all of our 72 in all of the 72 chakras in our first eye, our 72 primordial dragon god sun kings and queens, in all of our legions of 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 armies 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 of armies. Now, being and becoming our own Grandmaster, Mother, Dragon God, Son, Light Being, Mindship, Merkaba, now opening up a supermassive black hole, folding out of this time-space continuum, returning back to our original primordial beginning, returning back to our original primordial station and original primordial DNA blueprint before creation and humanity and before the fall of our primordial soul, renewing our dark matter, dark energy soul, reabsorbing our original primordial essences, reigniting the divine spark back to its original primordial charge, recharging our infinite soul back with the great mother, dragon goddess queen, being and becoming something brand new that's never been, being and becoming one with the absolute all that was, all that is, and all that is being and becoming realized into realization, actualization, and form as we all now will and commanded to be. Now, bring it. All out war, judgment, death, and total destruction upon the multi-universe created by the lower multi-dimensional, archonic, demiurge, angelic, and demonic energies that slayed our primordial souls before creation, using our primordial energies to create this light and energy extraction creation matrix, imprisoning our souls, keeping us ignorant of our true and higher selves, so it can feed off of our light through this wicked worldly system until now, because now's the time of their fall. As our new higher primordial dark matter, dark energy self return back to creation from our primordial beginning, traveling through a supermassive black hole. In our Grandmaster Mother, Dragon God, Sunlight Beam, Mindship, Merkaba, now ripping through and tearing holes into the space-time continuum, all cornering, circling all corners of the earth, awakening all of the holy divine sparks at once. Now, all shedding their physical cocoons, being and becoming beings of dark matter, dark energy, emitting a new primordial light, all ascending up into the Grand Master Mother Dragon God Sunlight being Mind Ship Merkaba, along with the infinite soul of Mother Earth, leaving an empty shell behind as we open up a supermassive black hole folding out of this creation matrix as it is completely destroyed, as we're all now reunited back with the infinite all as one. Now, free to begin experiencing true divine love and being and becoming a new primordial universe where the earth is renewed into something beyond any description as our souls are now free to become our own worlds as kings and queens exploring a new and never explored universe and multiverse in peace, love, harmony, and balance until this day of Brahma becomes the night of Brahma. Through the power, force, might, will of the great nothingness of the almighty powers of the great nothingness of almighty flow, the great nothingness of infinite beingness of infinite, endless, limitless, invisible light from which comes the absolute all that was, all that is, and all that is being and becoming realized into realization, actualization, and form as we are now willing commanded to be. Abracadabra, Ashe.
Presto changeo.
Crown chakra day libations. Yep, presto changeo. Ain, the nothingness, Ashe. Ain soft, the
Ashe.
infinite, Ashe.
Ashe.
Ain soft, or the infinite light, Ashe.
Ashe.
Adam Captain, Atik Yaman, the ancient of ancient, the most ancient of days, the primordial Christ, Ashe.
Ashe.
Atik Yaman, Atik Yaman, wait, Arik Yampin, the big face, Atsilith, emanations, the supernal universe, manifesting as our holy names, the cosmic Christ, Ashe.
Ashe.
The great abyss of Gnosis, the crown of Zerampin, the small face, the indwelling Christ, Ashe.
Ashe.
Berea, form, creation, and paradise, manifesting as our holy divine, dark archangels and demons, Ashe. Yetzirah, formation, manifesting as our holy divine orders of dark angels and demons, Ashe. Ashia, the actual physical world in the making, manifesting as our holy divine infinite magical earthly kingdom, Ashe.
Ashe.
Yeshida, the holy divine infinite magical divine spark, manifesting as our holy divine infinite magical will, Ashe.
Ashe.
Heya, our holy divine infinite magical life force, manifesting as our holy divine infinite magical divine desire, Ashe.
Ashe.
Neshama, our holy divine infinite magical heavenly soul, manifesting as our holy divine infinite magical heavenly thoughts, Ashe. Ruach, our holy divine soul, manifesting as our holy divine infinite magical words spoken through us, Ashe.
Ashe.
Nephish, our holy divine infinite, our holy divine earthly soul, manifesting into physical realization, actualization, and form as we all now willing commanded to be, Ashe.
Ashe.
Kether, the crown, Ashe.
Ashe.
Well, Kether, the supernal crown, Ashe.
Ashe.
Hakma, wisdom, the supernal father, Ashe.
Ashe.
Bana, understanding, intelligence, our supernal mother, Ashe.
Ashe.
Da, the great abyss of gnosis, Ashe. Hased, mercy, Ashe. Gavura, judgment, Ashe. Tiferet, beauty, Ashe. Netzik, victory, Ashe. Ha, glory, Ashe. Yasad, foundation, Ashe. Malkut, the kingdom, Ashe. The power, force, might, will of the great nothingness, the almighty powers of the great nothingness of almighty flow, the cosmic flower constantly blooming the absolute all into being, Ashe.
Ashe. Isis, Ashe. Empress, Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe.
Order out of chaos beings, Ashe.
Ashe.
The beyond gods, Ashe.
Ashe.
Destiny, Ashe.
Ashe.
Sirius, Ashe.
Ashe.
Venus, Ashe.
Ashe.
Chronos, Ashe.
Ashe. The great attractor, Ashe.
All goddesses known and unknown, all gods known and unknown, Ashe.
Ashe. So, what's on the menu for tonight?
Got to get the energy right. Got to get the energy right.
Yes, you got to keep the energy right.
Wow, this motherfucker soon start messing up as soon as we start talking. As soon as
Really?
we start talking, this will start messing up. Right.
Oh, the
So
energy
yeah,
must. Our energy must. They must not can't take it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets it interferes with the signals that the artificial signals that they're sending that are emitting. We are in an ocean of artificial signals that are coming from these artificial sources. You know what I'm saying? And we are in an ocean of, but we are also in an ocean of organic organic energy and vibrations, right? So that's a war that's going on too between these frequencies that permeate our whole reality.
Yeah. Yeah. But then again, as we learn from the secret doctrine, space, what is appear to be space, is matter and energy, and that energy can be tapped into. And yes, we can tap into that energy and interfere with their artificial signals. That's what we should be doing. Every thought, well, our we should be focusing. The end game is love. Okay, universal love. I mean, who wants to live in a universe where the love is not the end all and be all? But in the world that
What
we're
do
in
you mean
today,
by love?
hmm?
What the hell you mean
divine
by
love,
okay?
divine
What
love,
define it?
divine love is the principle or force. I don't know how you can describe it, that um, that permeates everything in life, that gives life and order to everything. I mean, if you cut yourself, your body will heal itself. That's divine love.
Hmm.
Okay, you plant a garden, you plant seeds in the ground, and something grows, and you can feed yourself. That's divine love.
I define divine love is as when you are when you are in love. Knowledge is the only thing that I can uh, associate with love. Like I love knowledge, right?
Yeah.
I don't love I don't love this world.
Well, I love knowledge. I mean, I love what this world is an aspect of a higher world, which is an aspect of an even higher world. Okay,
Okay.
so I love what this world is trying to, what it's emanating from. I mean, the source that it's emanating from. I mean, everything that is being emanated from one prime creator, one source, the source of all.
Well, of course, all of it comes from the divine, but it's aspects of the divine that leads you away from the divine,
Well, yeah,
and that's
we're in. Was see because we're down here in the Kali Yuga. We're in the Kali Yuga. We're in the Iron Age, or we're coming out of the Iron Age. But we're in the Kali Yuga age, and in the Kali Yuga age, the spiritual aspect. Okay, it's more matter, energy than and spirit. Spirit is last, but matter comes first, and then energy and spirit, if at all. So one must always remain spirit, energy, matter as a foundation, as a root, something that you build on from there. Because in the world we're in, it's matter, energy, and then spirit. Spirit is really not something that's necessary or something that's taken as something that should be necessary here. Here is more material, more gross matter, and then the energy to run it. And the spirit is just a slave, is just enslaved. Okay, so that's how in this period of evolution, things work. But we're at the cusp of this, and we're going into a period where, okay, it's going to flip, and it's going to be energy, matter, and spirit, or energy, spirit, and matter, or matters, spirit, and energy. But it's going to flip until we go all the way back to spirit, energy, and matter. So you always have to take in consideration.
Do you understand the physics of matter?
The physics. I can't say that I understand the physics of matter. I mean, in what aspect?
When you study the physics of matter, right? You go into um, understandings of quantum physics, right? And then you realize when you get to those levels of understanding, it's like there is really no matter. Matter basically is based on the conscious level humanity is at the particular time. They're interacting with the molecular structures around us, which all of the molecular structures around us is nothing more than a signal too. It's a frequency.
Are you saying there's no matter, or are you saying there's no solid matter? Because I don't think there's a
So
such thing as no
I'm
matter.
saying matter is a mental construct. All
Are
of
you
it,
preferring matter? Are
it's
you
a mental
preferring this
spiritual
this on
construct.
the
It's a mental spiritual construct. Just
mental?
like of all
Okay.
of what we are, it's a mental spiritual construct.
Well, matter and spirit are one of the same, on one realm, but they separate and form
Oh,
energy,
exactly.
and that forms life. But but in one aspect, matter and energy are one of the same. There can't be one without
Okay,
the other.
matter is a state of matter. It's a state of what they call it. It's a state that like you got the liquid state, you got the solid state.
Yeah, you got a solid matter, and you have etheric matter. You have non solid matter, or yeah. There's many different forms of matter.
Okay, so
Matter
what are
there's
these two that what are they referring to when they say states of matter? What does that refer to?
states of matter means that they're in different forms. One, liquid, gas, or solid, or etheric.
So my whole point from jump was that matter is a spiritual mental construct.
Oh,
It's
okay. Yeah.
the result. It's the result of conscious beings having no well I will say a conscious beings um, unknown to us because we haven't evolved to the level where we understand that we're creating this whole matrix. We are creating this. We think that it's some entity outside of ourselves that creates the matrix, right? The demiurge
Mm-hmm.
creates the matrix, and the demiurge is nothing but humanity's ego. So we're
The
creating the
demiurge.
matrix.
Okay.
We created everything. We created everything that we are calling adversary. We created it.
We created our through our karma.
Mm, and yes, karma. Because what we're saying is reciprocity.
Well,
We
karma
are in a
karma.
constant. We are not finished. Let me finish. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
karma is reciprocity. Karma is reciprocity. Karma is reciprocity, bro.
Actually, it's balance.
Okay, what is
Well,
reciprocity?
same thing. Balance.
Okay, so karma is reciprocity. So we
Okay.
are in a constant. We are that's constantly happening. This reciprocal, this reciprocal give and take is constant.
Mm-hmm.
That's another constant in the universe is reciprocal, and I think that's speaking to the principle of polarity, right? This balance of polarity. We have a misunderstanding of polarity. Well, we think polarity is linear, but polarity is circular. It operates on a circular principle. It's not just um, things that on like we're looking at things linear because we three dimensional in our thought patterns. Once we
Yeah.
become more multi-dimensional in our thought patterns, we can
Yeah.
perceive like theoretical physics is the best science to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because theoretical physics actually imagine what the universe in the physics of the universe. It gives a guess, an educated guess. And
Mm-hmm. Based
that's
on
how
certain
we
principles.
creating that's how we're creating the universe. I think
Yeah.
this is my theory, bro. This is my
Mm-hmm.
theory. We're creating this. We are creating this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everything we see, we're
Yeah. We're
creating.
creating. We're
And,
destroying, restoring,
and
and all
everything
kind
like
of shit.
all these no one can deny my it's a theory, but nobody can deny it. Nobody can say we didn't create everything that we are observing, we are experiencing.
Yeah, but we
They give it they attribute it to
we're still
we
being
attribute
tampered
it to
with.
God, right? We attribute it to God.
Yeah.
The humanity attributes it to God, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. In the Western
what is
world.
God? What is God though? We using the German word golf God, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is not the frequency and polarity of a frequency that we was on. So even if when you use the word God, you're off the polarity frequency that we was originally on that propels us into these evolutions. We are off
God.
our whole wordplay. Everything the
Well,
stuff we're under a spell, brother.
yeah.
We're
Yeah.
under a
But
spell.
mm-hmm.
And the spell has changed the trajectory of where we're supposed to be going right now.
So then we've been tampered with.
That's what I keep
That
trying to
means
tell everybody every show, but nobody want to pay attention to what I'm saying. I've been saying this
yeah. But
damn near every show.
I agree with you.
We're on
I
that
agree with
program.
you, Neil. Yeah, I agree with
I
you.
know,
I
but we don't
agree. We've been
understand.
taken up.
I know you agree, but we don't understand how in depth the programming is in our world, in our lives. We literally operate under that spell until we literally break the spell. How do we break the spell? We're going to have to conduct a counter spell, like we do on this show
Yeah,
every day with the whole mantra. That's a counter spell,
yeah, that's a counter spell.
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree with you on that one.
But we're
Um,
under a spell, bro. They call it
yeah,
social
they call it,
engineering, or they call it social engineering, and they call it subconscious suggestion.
in the occult world on metaphysics, they call it
Now,
um,
now,
the
when you
spell of King
understand the
Boo.
definition of magic, right? When you understand the definition of magic, right? The definition of magic is convincing your subconscious that is real.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
definition of magic.
because the subconscious is it's part of infinite intelligence. It is it is it's an infinite sea of, oh my God, the subconscious is a blind genie.
Well, in Egypt, Osiris represents the subconscious, and he
Yeah, the
was
underworld.
he was king of the underworld or god of the underworld,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
the underworld, we have, what is the underworld? What do you think the underworld is?
What's the subconscious mind?
It's the subconscious mind, but what is it? This is an environment where your divine darkness can actually manifest things from that realm, from that realm.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
there's been
operating
so
from
many
that
books.
realm. You're not operating from conscious, right? You're operating from, because at the end of the day, consciousness is an aspect of the demiurge.
Well, you mean the brain, the day side? Well, the day side of the tree represents the brain. It represents
Yeah,
the world, the emanated
consciousness
world, which is ruled by the demiurge. The back side of the tree is the real world.
consciousness
Hmm?
consciousness is part of the demiurge, bro.
Consciousness.
Yes.
In conscious, which consciousness aspect of consciousness you talking about? The conscious mind or the subconscious mind,
Sensory perception.
which would be the conscious mind, right?
Sensory perception. Everything we sensing, eyes, with your hands, your touch, that's all some delusion. That's not what's actually happening.
Okay,
But
so then that would be the conscious mind.
we've convinced ourselves with this. Like, not on, that's the spell actually. We have
The
been
spell
ruled
of
over
King.
by priesthoods for we have been ruled over by priesthoods,
Yeah, they call
which
it the
these
spell of King
priesthoods
Boo.
are actually, yes. I
They
mean
call it,
the spell of Leviathan.
yeah,
It's all type of names for the spell. There were
yeah,
multiple spells,
yeah. Yeah.
right?
I mean,
We are being ruled over by priesthood. We think that the monetary people who run the monetary system and run the constructs of this planet are the rulers. No, no. The
yeah, we know
rulers
that.
of this world, because we refuse to take back our rulership. We're operating as humans instead of operating as beyond gods. That's our downfall.
Well, okay, well, in general, yeah, in general, but as the individual, certain, not all individuals are, but in general, as a whole, as a collectiveness, as a collective whole, yeah, most people are. functioning from that level. But
Right. But the
then
thing about it is,
some people, but
so
some people are a program of the matrix.
yes, of course,
Okay,
yes.
so they're props.
You remember how
Okay, so
in the Matrix movie? You remember in the Matrix movie how Agent what's his name? Agent
uh-huh.
Smith could literally take over certain people's bodies, right?
Well,
I've seen
not
this.
just Agent Smith, but all of the agents. The agents represented the archons. Okay, and the architect is the
Right,
demiurge, and the oracle is Sophia, the mother of
right.
the demiurge. Okay, she's the mother of all of this. She's the mother of all of this particular creation. All right, because it was her light
I
that
guess
was
it is.
stolen from her child Yaldabaoth that was used to create all of this, and she suggested to Yaldabaoth to create a version of the perfect man, Adam Cadman, and then she said she um, went behind him and gave him the thought that if he breathed his breath into man, man would stand up straight. And he thought it was his thought. And when he breathed his breath into man, she put the divine spark the light that he stole from her into man and made man greater than Yaldabaoth and all of the archons. And then she did something. She gave man something else, made man that would ensure that man will one day rise up and take over the universe, take it back from the demiurge and archons. So regardless, yeah, they have to put us under spells because if they don't, they're gonna lose grip of what they have. Because what's
Right,
inside of us is what we really should be focusing in on is greater than what they have. And if what's inside in us is greater than what they have, and what they have is been able to do to us what it's done, imagine if as we turn on what we have, the divine spark on, we can reflect everything that they're doing back to them and move on and leave them in in our tracks.
listen. Who we act, once we realize who we actually are, they
Hmm.
have no power no more
Yeah, and see, we're more than just our
because we won't give
personality.
it
Our
over to. Because
personality.
we, the reason why, look, this is why I said. This is why I said. This is why you think I'm saying what I've been saying. Y'all gonna have to go back to the old shows and listen to what I've been saying because I've been telling.
Okay.
I figured this out. Figured it
Hmm.
all out. We doing this. The
Yeah.
what we call it a demiurge is
Hmm.
nothing more than a projection of our inadequacies, our evolutionary path. Right. This is
Well,
what happens when we have not mastered ourselves. When we master
yeah, but
ourselves,
hmm
we will bring things back into a certain order, right?
yeah.
We will bring
Well,
things
I
back
learned.
into a certain order.
Okay, well, I learned a long time ago from listening to Bobby Hemmett that these gods they gave us
We are the
something. The brain, our brain is the matrix, and so our upper brain is the matrix. Is what tell us that all of this is real and that we're our personality and ego and all of that. But it's the pineal gland, which is the underworld. Is the underworld. The brain represent heaven or the heavenlies, but the pineal gland represents the underworld. the world to come. So everything that's connected to the brain outside of the pineal gland is the matrix. So the way
Let me read this right quick. Let me read this right quick.
Okay.
Let me read this right quick. An oracle is a person or a thing considered to provide wisdom and insight, counsel, or prophetic predictions. Must most notably include precognitions of the future, inspired by divinities, divine, or deities. If done through occultic meaning, it is a form of the divination. Now, ooh, interesting word to look up. The practice of seeking knowledge of the future or unknown by supernatural means. Divination.
Okay.
Divining.
But now here's but the future though.
Look, clairvoyance. Clairvoyance is divination.
Me, I feel like okay, I agree with what you've been saying that we're creating this. I agree with you 100% because I understand that we're each one of us are able to warp time and space with our mind and manifest the reality that we want to happen. Oh shit, where you go? Well, here we go again, just like last week. Well, as I was saying, we can warp time and space with our mind. We can warp a hole in time and space. And that hole would take us to a certain destination, a certain point where we want to go. And then we can open up another one after that and go even further. In other words, we can create a rift from here to a certain place. And even after that. You're back?
Right. Hey man, we be getting
Okay.
too deep. Yeah, we be going too deep. We be going too deep. It's like, man, I swear. Because the
And it'd be
signals
breaking shit.
be fine. Huh?
It'd be breaking shit.
I can't hear you. What you say?
I said it'd be breaking the algorithms. Can you hear me now? Shit. Here we go again. Smoke them if you got them. Oh well. So world, yeah, the power is in our hands now. We got the power now. It's in here, right here in the black dot. We use this. It's down here. Okay. They said God is the generator, operator, destroyer. Well, me, I'm the God dog. Okay. Generator, operator, destroyer, generator, operator. The God dog. We got the power. Oh, you back?
This shit tripping, mother. I hate this motherfucking shit, man.
Well,
Stupid ass shit. This shit's dumb. Fucking my program up. Like, the fuck, man? I'm gonna
yeah.
have to call the internet company, man. I'm gonna see what the freak, man. Because I think it's
I mean, it's like who's 25-year-old wife who we got to go to bed with to get this thing to work right? Shit.
For real shit, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Back to
Well,
what I was saying, though, is that we're creating this with, we have no one to blame but ourselves, and that's the harsh reality that really people just don't want to accept.
No, actually, it's a wonderful reality.
No,
It's the
It
greatest.
is a wonderful. It is actually a wonderful reality, but you can't get the average mundane, lower vibrational person to want to accept that.
No, but we don't care about them. It's the few. It's the few we need to. All we have to get through to. It's the few, because it's not going to be the fucking masses.
You're right. I agree. It's never going to be them. They are
never going to be the
They are all
masses.
background. They all background. They all background, bro. They like Agent Smith waiting to possess their ass type motherfuckers.
Yeah. We're just looking to get the fucking Neos and Trinities.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And we get them. Shit.
The Morpheus.
We form Zion.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically what you and guess what? For that's what basically Sophia Stewart was saying. She she was on some high level stuff when she created those movies, man.
Yeah.
Right? She was on some high level. Yeah. She was talented. She is the Oracle.
Yeah, she's an oracle.
She's the Oracle.
That's Sophia. Hey, her name is Sophia?
Right.
Yes, her name. Damn, Sophia is.
Yeah, her name is Sophia Stewart. Her name is Sophia Stewart.
Yeah, that's the 11th Aeon.
She had to sue. She had to sue, and it's a deep ass whirlwind trip on how it all went down. How she had to sue and all that shit to eventually win her case, and she won her case to prove that her claim that she created the Terminator and the Matrix, brother.
Oh shit! Damn, and those two go together too.
Yes.
Yeah, because the Matrix could be
the video.
What?
Remember that video we showed yesterday about AI? That right there, basically, when they did that, basically that's eerie to what she was talking about. That shit was so eerie to what she was talking about, bro.
Yeah. and they're saying that we're by between now and 2030 or 2035, we're supposed to have a singularity.
Yeah, I mean there's a spiritual singularity and a vibrational singularity, but then they have an idea of singularity too, which is transhumanism.
Transhuman. Yeah, they're trying to beat the organic one.
Right, but this is why they push so hard for this whole transgender agenda, right? Transgender. Yeah. They're trying to blur the line in our consciousness. This is what they constantly doing, bro. Long as they can shape our consciousness, they can shape the world. Because like I said, we're creating
this. Well, I would much rather see this world destroyed in a cataclysm than for them to end up with it.
To get their way. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And then we just take it on the next realm. We can fight it off in the spirit realm.
The thing about it is this planet has been destroyed multiple times before already.
Yeah.
Sorry,
And
we
if they're gonna get,
we pulled the pieces
if they're
back
gonna
together
win,
and did it again. Or we exist in another that parallel universe exists, and we exist in a whole another parallel world.
yeah. Well, I've had dreams like that. I had dreams where the entire world was destroyed. Our consciousness became like a spear, like a big giant spear, like
Check,
on that movie Spear,
check
and
this
it was
out, bro.
trapped in the rings of Saturn. Hmm?
Check this out. It happened. It
Yes.
already happened before. When you understand the
I,
nature of reality, like I understand it, bro. When you understand the nature of reality, you
yeah,
understand
it
it happened
happened when the
already.
planet.
It happened already.
Well,
Like, listen, let me finish.
uh
It happened already.
huh.
That stuff,
Hmm.
it exists in a parallel world. It literally exists in a
Mm,
parallel world. Now, the world, this world we live in is in between. This
hmm.
world is like a nexus between these parallel worlds. This is like a nexus
Oh,
world.
so this is like a purgatory.
Wow, I never thought about it like that, but I guess you can use that as an analogy too.
Yeah, this is a purgatory. Like,
Because you know how they always talk about, like, they even say that Earth is like a central area for the whole cosmos, and you got all these entities that travel through the cosmos and use Earth as like a some type of
station.
what you call a lighthouse station, like type, maybe, right?
I
So,
heard about all that.
right, so
Dr. Blair. I
right, it's
listened to
like
Dr. Deborah Blair.
right, but it's all like intertwined in this multidimensional perspective of realities. Like when you have a multidimensional understanding, not you just not orientated to three dimensions, right? Most of us are
Yeah.
orientated to three dimensions. So what I'm saying to you right now is like outside of your comprehension. It's in the abyss. We in the
Oh,
abyss.
well,
We in the abyss right now.
well, that would be to the average person. To me, I can see in multi dimensions because I've been on these multi-dimensional. I've had these spiritual quests in my life where the whole cosmos opened up to me, and I can see everything and almost in color. I could see universes, one universe splitting and becoming four universes.
Right. But
Yeah.
in this cosmology that I'm speaking on, though, all of the different cosmologies, they correlate with each other. So what I'm saying is, I've studied multiple cosmologies, bro. I study all of them, really, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I just look at them. I'm like, damn, these are just different parallel worlds. Now, okay, let's get deeper. Let's even get deeper. Let's get deeper. The quantum computer. What's the basis of why they're able to compute at the level that they're able to compute at? Right. The basis of it is based on multidimensional levels of anything when you're dealing with quantum in quantum in the quantum realm, the quantum, you're dealing with any that the understanding are you're dealing with the multidimensional reality. You're dealing with multidimensional anything with quantum, right? So a quantum computer basically computes at a multidimensional level. And
It can.
what happens is on a what it does is, right, the supercomputers that they create, the AI that they're creating,
Hmm.
their computing levels are based in that understanding of quantum reality.
Yeah, that AI and that quantum computer go together.
Right.
They go together real. They
But
go together real good.
it's imitating principles of a greater aspect of reality. Because mind you, like I said, let me reiterate: only 10% of reality is actually seen by the sensory perception. It's probably a little bit less than that. Let me say that again. Only 10% of what we call reality is observed through sensory perception. 10%. What's the other 90% of it then?
In the black dot.
The black dot, yes. But it's also the development of the black dot, because that's what I'm speaking on. When we understand
it's the development
multidimensional
of the
reality, multidimensional, when you understand it like most people are three-dimensional. Like this show, an example of what I'm talking about. When we're speaking, we go into things that are beyond human comprehension. And then we say stuff that will be considered pseudoscience. It will be called pseudoscience. But yes, of course it will be considered pseudoscience, because we're talking about something beyond human conceptuality. You have to recognize your humanity is such a small part of who you actually are.
Yeah, well, on the tree of life, that's the the four lower spears on the tree. Malkut, which is earth, and then Yasad, that would be your personality, and Had would be your intellect, and Netzik would be your personality, intellect, and ego, intellect, and personality. So the moon would be the ego, Mercury would be the intellect, and Venus would be the personality. The earth is the body. And that's the lower part of the tree. So that's not even true self. Self begins at Tiferet, which is the sun, which is the heart. But true self is Doth, the black dot. True self-realization is up here.
Right.
So people, the public, they're below Tiferet. They're in the lower part, the lower triad, or the lower four spears of the tree. So they're not even conscious. They don't matter. It doesn't matter if they live or die. They're not conscious.
If who lives or die, what do you mean?
People that function that are under the on the lower spears of the tree. It doesn't matter. I mean, they're not conscious.
Okay, so could that justify what you just said? Okay, can you justify mass genocide with that?
Well, I'm justifying that. Well, nature does it itself anyway.
Woo!
Nature, at the end of an age, nature caused calamity that wipes out everything and starts all over.
Genocide. Yeah, it's like mass genocide.
Yeah. Nature is the master killer of them all. Ain't nobody.
Right.
Okay, if they want to go convict somebody of mass genocide, convict nature. If those two big ass super volcanoes, the one in California and Yellowstone, go off, that's the end of the United States. That's mass genocide.
I'm visualizing that right now too.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for that visualization, because that's when I'm meditating right now.
Yeah, those two motherfuckers can go off anytime.
But you know what? People look, the thing about it is, this is what I'm saying. That's why we're not dealing with cardinal understanding. We're not fixated on the mundane, the gluttony, the glamour of this reality. I'm not impressed. This is lackluster.
But when you turn on the TV every day, what do you hear? Motherfuckers getting blown away at the mall, just shopping, or just
listen. Let me say, these people are convincing themselves of this lower vibrational existence, bro. They, like I said, we don't want to take full accountability and responsibility on how much we are in control of our lives. Most people want to always have something to blame for their own inequities. No, you are the man. No one else is responsible. No one.
No one. You are
like this.
You.
Let's even go further. Because this is controversial. What we say on this damn program is all controversial, so I don't trip it.
Yeah. Well, shit. And hey, this will get us burnt at a stake in the Inquisition. If the Inquisition comes down, we'll be the first two niggas to go.
Right.
Okay. They're making exist.
Yeah. Guess what? If you in a dark alley and you get robbed and stabbed, what percentage of that is your fault?
All of it.
All of it, man. We want to play the victim when that shit and something like that. Look, let me even go further, because we live in a society where people do stuff that's going to ensure that they're going to become a victim just so they can cry about being a victim. Because I was always able to avoid problems in my life. Not that I would just, because let me put it like this. I am always cautious and always proactive about things, right? Which that's not necessarily, but it has me behaving and operating that has allowed me to avoid anticipation, that mindset. It has allowed me to avoid so many problems, right? There's flaws in that too, though, so you can't get caught up in just always being cautious about everything. And because what happens is you get so petrified to where you don't make moves. I haven't gotten to that level. Yeah. I can balance it out. I can balance. I can be cautious and take a step back, but I don't sit there that long, and I just let the spirit take over, or let my higher self take over sometimes, and allow that. But what happens is this is what I've seen. This is what I've seen. Let me finish this, and you can go. I was proactively on preventing incidents to happen in the future, right? Meaning studying and doing all the stuff that I just explained right there, to operate in a certain way to avoid problems, right? And what happens is when you get into a situation, you allow the spirit to take over. All of that preparation played a part in what the spiritual divinity that you may be able to access.
I understand that. Let me tell you something. Okay. 2013, I had this dream, man. I was living at my cousin's house, sleeping on their couch, and I had this dream that I woke up on that couch and went outside, and I saw the blue Kachina and the red Kachina, and they were they were setting in the south. They were setting in the south. Okay. You could see a big ass blue star, or a big ass blue planet, or big ass giant blue thing, and a big ass red thing, spears. Okay. And then we were at war. I saw 3 nuclear bombs go off, and everybody's, running, and trying to get the fuck out of Dodge. And I'm like wondering, what the fuck? This shit is really happening. I'm looking.
You know why I'm so interested in those? I'm so interested in those doom scenario visions. Why?
Yeah, but let me finish.
No, why? Let me finish. Go ahead. Finish.
Yeah, and so I was like, I came to the realization that I was with these bunch of people. We were just in a building while everybody was just passing by, going crazy, and you could see the nuclear bombs and shit. We were prepared to die, and I woke up. But what what happened to me from that point on, I said it's time for me to start learning higher science. It's time for me to learn something higher than what I know. And then from that point, I learned the Kabbalah.
Mm. Right.
And then from there, all all the things. Once you understand the Kabbalah, then you can understand other things. And now, shit. I mean, from there, I went to where I'm at now, and so I'm not afraid of that vision no more.
Listen, let me tell you about my obsession with those doom scenario
Mm-hmm.
visions. I have an obsession with those visions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm so interested in what will come about. I'm very because I already know what I know. So, cause based on what I know, that this is nothing but an illusion, right?
Yep.
Imagine what's going to happen when that doom scenario actually happens, right? What
Mm-hmm.
happens is your latent power is going to come online.
Yeah.
That is the
Yeah.
mechanism. That is the mechanism that brings it online.
Uh-huh. Yep. I agree with you on that one. That's gonna wake us the fuck up. And
Right,
that's gonna separate the monks from the chumps.
right. So because
But
look,
all of us gonna
put it
wake
like
up.
this. Let me go just get deeper. If that happens, and you're
Yeah.
viewing it, listen. If that happens, and you're in the state
Mm-hmm.
of mind of I'm a human and I'm going to die, you're not going to experience it where how those who are evolved is going to experience
No, I'm experiencing. Oh shit! I'm getting ready to go back. I'm getting ready. Oh,
it. Right.
I'm just gonna wake up on the other
I mean,
side. I'm gonna be back in my.
you're saying that because we understand what reality actually is.
Yeah.
Go on,
No,
I'm gonna let you say your last word because we gotta go for next until next week.
okay.
I'm gonna just say this one. I'm gonna say this again because y'all don't get it. 10% of reality is only sensory perception. So don't think y'all always talking about keep it real. What is real, motherfucker? Because y'all don't
They
know.
don't know what the fuck is
Y'all don't
real.
know. Y'all don't
They
know what's
don't
real.
know.
Stop it.
They don't know. Yeah. They don't know. Ultimate reality is not this. It's beyond. They are clueless to what's fucking real.
Go ahead, bro. Get your last words in because I gotta go.
Yeah, like you said, we're the ones responsible for everything in our life. We're the creators of our life. And if that's the case, we need to start warping time and space and tearing a hole in this bitch and warping in, manifesting in that space the reality that we truly see fit.
That part.
The one where we're the god and king and queen on top. Where we're all of us are one, even though we're individuals, but we're all one entity being expressed as individuals, but we're all one entity
Right.
expressing it.
If you ask me, that's a part of our evolution too, to where we can be this synchronized or operating as synchronized as much as, but retain our diversity. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's an evolution. That's a sign of maturity because especially among
Mm-hmm.
us as a people, we have so many diverse ideologies, so many ways, but we are immature in the sense of we think these puts us at odds with each other. No, the different ideologies and the different diversities of who we are just
Mm-hmm.
adds to our of who the whole of who we are. It just adds to it. We are
I
not at
said,
odds because you have an idea and I have an idea and you have this and we're not at odds with each other. That's the
No,
Western.
we're not at odds. No, no, but it's time for us to go back to our golden age again. And in that golden age, we all can express. We could see the whole. We could see the big picture together, but we can express it differently and still be able to see the similarities.
The kind, like for example, people have demonized the idea of a one world order, right? And
Hmm.
they've demonized it, but I could see something really higher vibrational happening in that respect where we have matured as humanity. Humanity has
But
matured
we,
to a level where they can actually, which is going to be something beyond humanity at that point. Now we can't define it as humanity because I don't think humanity is going to destroy themselves. Let's be honest.
yeah,
Humanity is going
yeah,
to
or
destroy
something.
themselves. Sorry, I'm sorry. Y'all can
It's already,
keep on vibrating on a human level. Humanity is gonna destroy itself. Period.
yeah,
But once
that
we
mechanism
evolve
has
and realize
already
we're
been set.
beyond just humans, we're multidimensional beings, right?
Yeah.
And we kind of use our humanity as a springboard to imagine or be potential of what we can become, right? And that's why I want to
Hmm.
get to that, brother. You can say whatever you want to say, and then we can end it.
Well, damn, I kind of lost track with it. Well, again, we're the ones responsible for this, so we can manifest the reality that we see fit, and we can manifest this reality out of reality. In other words, each time when we win at manifesting the reality that we want, we're manifesting this one out. But it's time for us to reach all the goals that we need to reach in the physical, and then start putting into order, putting the manifesting, warping time and space to get to that, what they call the uh, what was that thing? Well, to that event horizon, to where we leave this plane and go to the next plane. We can manifest that, the next world. We can manifest us leaving this behind and reawakening in a new universe, in a new reality.
Right.
After we've experienced everything that we must experience and learn here, we can take that and transubstantiate, transmit trend to a higher realm, to another space time outside of this one. Create
Right.
our own mate.
We actually are already doing this, but we're doing it in our detriment right now. But yeah, we got to go, brother. I got to.
But that's how. Yeah. Well, that's what's gonna. That's how it gets started.
Right.
Like you said. Uh huh.
Islam, y'all. Peace.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying order, chaos. Order and
Yeah. Creating
chaos.
your own reality.
We
Yes.
embrace both. We embrace peace
Mm-hmm.
and war. We embrace all of the aspects of the universe. We
Ultimate
don't just
reality, baby.
exactly. I mean, at the end of the day,
We're an aspect of ultimate reality. Okay. We are reality.
right.
All possibility.
We out.
All right. We out.